You're listening to Facebook. You're not listening to Facebook. You're listening to Heritage Radio 1602 AM. And I'm going to do a story from Facebook, but you're not listening to Facebook. If you're listening to Facebook, then you're probably hearing voices in your head. And I am not the kind of person that I recommend you seek medical attention if you hear voices from Facebook. If you turn on the radio and start having conversations with it, that's a bad thing. You're listening to DBK on Heritage Radio 1602 AM. If you want to give us a call, 01618832255. You know the score. It is the most authentic conversation on radio anywhere. If you're sick of the mainstream media, this is the place to be, guaranteed. Right, so today I thought let's talk about something really controversial. There's a video that's gone viral. And here's the trick. I think one symptom that the mainstream media is way off is that they have had an inability to listen to people having real conversations on the internet. You know, it's like most people are talking about one thing, and then the mainstream media talks about something else. There's a great interview with George Monbiot, the brilliant journalist and writer, by Russell Brand, interviewing him, and he explains how, you know, the only thing we can talk about is bins, because bins are the only thing that have not been taken over by corporations. And so bins, yeah, we can talk about bins, just have a polite conversation with bins, about bins. You know, what's going to happen in 10 years time to my children's education? Oh, no, let's talk about bins. What about my pension in 20, 30 years time? Am I going to be able to retire? No, let's talk about bins. So I think we have to be the alternative. We have to talk about things that people are actually talking about. And this one is a lady who was stopped, a lady wearing a hijab, and she's been stopped by police in, I can't remember the area. And she's being stopped because she looks like someone who the police are looking for, who's been stealing stuff or something along those lines. And the woman is with her family, you know, and she's like really upset, and she's saying, that, you know, do I look like a thief, you know, what, and this kind of thing, and she refuses to give ID, and there's community support officers that have stopped her, and community support officers are basically a cross between big issue vendors and actual police, so they're kind of like a cross between the two, but the actual police are sort of they are sort of suggested that if you don't cooperate, the actual police will come and I think arrest you for not cooperating or something like that, for suspicion, you know, this kind of thing. But she's a hijabi and lady, and she's being stopped. And I think the Asian community kind of see this as a form of harassment, because about a week or two ago, there's another video where there's a brother who's got lots of clothes on, bulky clothes, and he's running. And because of that, the police stops him. And there's a really cool stander by who says, listen, bro, just chill out, cooperate with the police, and you know, everything will be fine. So, you know, I thought this is a really, everyone listening, obviously it's a predominantly Muslim demographic. This is a very a strong thing close to our hearts. Right, we're going to go to our next track, and hopefully we're going to carry this discussion on. If you want to call in, 01618832255. We're talking about racial profiling of young Muslims, like a lot of young Muslims getting stopped and searched and blah, blah, blah. We're going to go to our next track, and we're going to carry on this topic of conversation, because, to be honest, I want to lay out the goods in the stall, so to speak, and just say what I think now, is maybe this young lady should have cooperated. Maybe Muslims, the reality of the world is what it is, and in truth, when you see things like this, she actually hurts the Muslim community by not being a cooperative person. Or maybe she should be recalcitrant. Maybe she should drag her heels and say, no, I don't want to do that. Maybe. But this is something for people with much higher pay grades than myself to actually decide. I'm just here to ask questions and get answers, hopefully, from you guys. Right, okay, make sure you check us out on Facebook and our archive on YouTube. Subscribe. If you hate the mainstream media, make sure you love us, like and share us, because we are the alternative. We are the community radio station that talks from the heart to other people's hearts. You're listening to Heritage Radio. DBK here, 16:02 AM with a very croaky voice. Yes, I am very ill, but that is dedication for you. We are here for you. We're here to talk about the things that no one else talks about. You know, we'll see it on Facebook, we'll see it on YouTube, but we never see it, or we see it very rare, very infrequently on the mainstream media. So that is what we are here to do. We're here to talk about real things in a real way. No filters, no scripts. Just what we actually think, and so let's have a look. We're talking about racial profiling and the way that in recent months and years, especially recent months, there's been this massive increase in YouTube videos where you see these young ladies and young men being stopped and questioned by police, and sometimes it looks unreasonable, sometimes it looks reasonable, and I think it's really important that we don't just listen to, for example, the mainstream media in this area. We should have conversations amongst ourselves. Right, so let's have a look. So you should be able to hear some audio in a few seconds.
How dare you? Camera on the scene, she just told him, so he can be careful with what he says.
Yeah, be careful. You see all these people that are walking past, they're looking at me like a criminal because you're standing there and you stop me for no reason.
People are nosy. Let them think what they want. People always want to know.
How can I help you? Right.
I've come down here because my colleagues have asked for assistance. Okay. Why are you refusing to provide your details?
I want to know why you'd like my details.
Okay. We have a reason to believe that you match descriptions of people that we are interested in around
town. So you're
town.
taking my details will do what?
Will be able to allow us, once we confirm, I'm not asking to search you, okay? We're asking you to provide your details, which we have a right to. Okay?
Sorry, you
do, but it's an offence to do so. Okay? Police officers are on their way down, okay? And should you refuse at that point, okay, there is a possibility they can arrest you.
Okay, let's see what they have to say.
We shall. Okay?
What your purpose is what? I think the description of who?
The people we have an interest in at this moment.
Okay, for what purpose?
At this moment in time,
Details of you. Explain yourself a little better.
at this moment in time, okay, you've already refused. That's fine, okay? And as we've already discussed, we're waiting for these officers to come down. Okay, you can discuss it further with them.
I would like an explanation of what you want from me and the reason you want those
just from
things
her
from me.
or
هي هلا علقوا على وحده.
That's already been explained to you.
No, it's not. I don't understand your point. You're not giving me a valid point for me to give you to cooperate with you.
You are matching descriptions. You and your friends are matching descriptions
Me and my
of
friends?
people.
Me and my
interested.
Muslim friends, is that the one
It
you're
has
talking
absolutely
about?
nothing to do with that.
It does.
I'm
You
them
match your
father,
descriptions.
my two daughters,
Okay.
not friends.
And as a result of that,
It could work with any description. Okay. Yeah. Today it seems to be the Muslims. Just for today.
That's up to you if you want to
That's
take
fine. That's fine.
If you want to
And
take
the
that.
crime is?
the crime at the moment,
Yes.
okay, we've had people going around stealing stuff from people.
Okay.
And that's why, at this moment,
I look like your typical thief. I've come in high
a
heels.
thief does not have a typical
Okay,
look.
I've come
okay?
to snatch things from people wearing high heels because that's going to be my getaway.
Right.
That's what.
I'm going to stop you there,
It doesn't make sense. Okay, you wait for
Okay,
another
because
police
a
officer.
thief does not have a
doesn't.
typical description. Alright?
They're waiting for another police officer now.
And as I've already explained, you simply match descriptions and we're asking for your details, okay? So we can confirm or deny should anything further
Details
come.
of what? You've got the person's name and address. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's